What's up, Claymakers? Peter from Clay here. I got my Clay shirt on, and you better lock in because we shipped a ton for this product, Roundup. We've got Sandbox mode for testing enrichments without burning credits, AI-powered troubleshooting, smart enrichment suggestions that are table-aware, tables as inputs, and new integrations from Champify, Crossbeam, Forager, DealRoom, LimaData, and Exellius. Let's get the show on the road. Our highlight this week is Sandbox mode. We've gotten feedback on this. We've ideated on this for a while. I'm so stoked to be shipping it now. You can safely iterate and experiment with table configurations and enrichments without, one, impacting your original data, and two, accidentally burning through your credits. Let's see what it actually looks like. To access Sandbox mode, we can click on actions and toggle it as shown here. Now we'll see a few things change. We now see this blue bar at the top and two tabs labeled Sandbox and All Data. Right now we're looking at 10 rows and we're currently in the Sandbox. If we click on All Data, this will take me back to our original table in a view-only state, meaning we can't make any changes to the original table while in Sandbox mode. However, if we want to add a few rows from my original table to my Sandbox, I can do so by clicking on the row and clicking Add Rows to Sandbox. Now, when we go back into Sandbox mode, we'll see those rows appear. Let's say we want to experiment with some AI columns without impacting our original table. We can do so by creating an AI column in Sandbox mode. In this example, I'm going to write a haiku about our prospect's full name. I'm gonna save and run on all 13 rows. So you can see this column is now being ran here. But if I click on the All Data tab, nothing has changed with our original data. Let's say I really like how these poems turned out, and I want to run this column on our original table. I can simply click Publish Changes in the top right and push the two columns that were created in our Sandbox into our original table. I can publish this change and run all of the rows in the original table, but in this case, I'm going to publish it and not run any rows. You can see now in the All Data table, we have that haiku column up here. If you want to exit Sandbox mode, you can click on Actions and turn off Sandbox mode here. And now those two columns appear for us to use in our original table. Next up, we have AI-powered troubleshooting. This is going to save you a lot of time. I am not the most technical person. I think a lot of Clay users are technical adjacent. When I run into an error, I get a little bit frustrated. You can now click on any error and then click Troubleshoot with AI. Clay will analyze the logs and provide detailed recommendations based on the error type. You can then follow specific actionable steps to begin resolving the issue, and you don't have to break out of your flow state. Let's check it out. Let's say you're trying to use a custom API column to send data out of Clay, but you're running into an error. Before this feature existed, we would have to check out API docs and begin experimentation. But now, if you click on the error itself, you have the option to troubleshoot with AI, which helps identify the source of the error as shown in this menu. This helps save you a ton of time so you can stay focused on growing your business instead of debugging APIs. Next, we've got table-aware search. It's going to speed up your table builds. It's going to widen your vocabulary, your arsenal of enrichments that you pull from. Essentially, you're dipping into the wisdom of the entire user base in general. Our enrichments panel now uses Clay tables as inputs to then suggest what enrichments might be helpful for you next. Let's take a look. Whenever you're working in a Clay table, the enrichment panel automatically scans your entire data set and suggests relevant enrichments like job title, skills, or years of experience in this case. Clicking a suggestion takes you directly to the enrichment used to find that data point, helping you move faster by surfacing what you might need before you even ask. Pausing waterfall actions. We're always trying to expand the level of control and configurability that you have. Sometimes individual providers have temporary issues like rate limits, downtimes, whatever. Now you have more control over your waterfalls by being able to temporarily disable specific steps without breaking the entire waterfall. You can easily tap into or out of specific steps without having to reconfigure the whole thing. Let's say in the middle of a workflow, one of your API keys runs out of credits, or you simply want to pause a certain data provider within an existing waterfall. Well, simply click into the waterfall settings and click this blue toggle to prevent a specific action from running. And now these three data providers will not be in use moving forward. You can always come back into this menu and adjust this at any time. All right, speed round time. Next, we got Champify, a brand new provider that helps you find professional profile URLs using just a person's name plus one additional data point. Champify is going to help you increase coverage while also offering a wide range of data points to use to perform the search, such as prospects job title. You can now use Champify either as a standalone action or as part of a professional URL waterfall within your workflow. Champify stands out for its flexible inputs, accepting a full name, email, company domain, company name, or job title, meaning you can cast a much wider net when searching, giving you a better chance of finding a match, even if you only have partial information. Crossbeam. Clay's had Crossbeam as a source for a little while now, but starting today, you can use Crossbeam as an action within your workflow. You can discover which partners share relationships with your target companies for strategic co-selling opportunities. We actually use this a lot at Clay. This action allows you to access partner details, including names, IDs, and more immediate collaboration opportunities. With this integration, we'll have to connect your account and organization. Then you'll be able to check any company domain to see if there are overlapping partners between your organization and that company. Here, we can see that Crossbeam found 2 overlapping partners. While this data can be used in various ways, we can also take immediate action by writing it into another table for immediate use in warm outreach, leveraging mutual partners to add trust, relevance, and increase response rates. This one's another banger. We've expanded our DealRoom integration with 4 new actions for comprehensive company and investor data coverage. These new actions are going to allow you to get a company's investors and valuation, get a list of funds that an investor has received, and get a list of companies that the investor has invested in. You can connect your own DealRoom API key, of course, for most of these actions, and then layer it into your waterfalls. DealRoom is one of the go-to reliable platforms for this, so put it in your waterfall and get an instant buff. Here you can see these 4 new DealRoom actions to the enrichment panel. In this example, we start with a list of prospects who have recently raised a Series A. Then we use DealRoom's Get Company Investors action to pull a list of investors for each prospect and send this list into a new table. From that table, we grab the firm's domain and use another new DealRoom action, Get Investors Investments, which returns other companies those investors have backed. We then write those investee companies into a final table. This gives you a clear view of companies that share mutual investors, either with your prospects or your own portfolio. You can use this to identify warm intro opportunities or find investor-backed companies that align closely with your best fit accounts. All right, we've got part 1 and part 2 for Forager. The first action is for when you're starting with personal email addresses, but you want to build that complete prospect profile. So to put it simply, you can input an email address to search for detailed prospect information like work history, education, and profile data. Our integration with Forager is an action found within the enrichment panel. To use this, search for Forager and click Find Professional Profile. Input the column containing our contact's personal email. Continue and save and run the column. Clicking on a cell with results shows not only the professional profile URL, but also lots of metadata associated with this contact. This action can also be added as a data provider within your existing waterfalls to further increase coverage without altering your existing workflow. Just define the output to return the profile URL as shown here. Forager Part 2 is going to save a lot of headaches for those folks looking at global markets. It's a new personal email action with strong specialization in APAC, EMEA, and rest of world coverage. Just input professional profile URLs and search for prospect email addresses. Optionally, of course, you can connect your API key and save on those credits. Give this one a try if you're looking at those markets. It's going to give you exceptional quality results that other providers may miss. Another one. We've got LimaData, another personal email provider to really help you maximize your discovery success rate. You can input your personal profile URL for simple email discovery. Again, you can connect your API key if you want. You get it. We like giving you API control. Overall, Forager and LimaData are going to be great complements to your existing providers, which you can add and expand your coverage. When creating new personal email waterfalls, you'll now see Forager and LimaData available. Both integrations only require you to use a prospect's professional URL as input, making it easier to increase your personal email coverage. Try them out today. Last but not least is Exellius. This one's for APAC markets. Okay, so we got 40 actions that specialize in Japanese and Singaporean datasets. It's going to give you better coverage than a lot of standard APAC waterfalls. The 4 actions allow you to find people within specific companies, enrich your contacts, phone, and email, and get more data about said company. So if you're targeting APAC prospects, adding these email and phone number actions is going to be a no-brainer for your waterfalls. Let's take a quick look. Let's say we want to find people that work at the companies in this table that are based in Japan. We can do that using Exellius and our Find People action. Input the company's domain, continue to add fields, and save and run. This action now searches across all these companies to identify which ones have employees actively working in Japan or Singapore. Clicking on a cell with results reveals full-time people who are based in this region, which you can further enrich or add to any of your workflows. That's it for this week's product roundup. The Sandbox mode alone is going to change how you think about experimenting within Clay, and AI troubleshooting is going to keep you unblocked. Reach out to support@clay.com with any questions. I'm Peter from Clay, and I will see you in the next one. To the real ones that stayed all the way through, all the love to you. Thanks for watching.